proud to say that I was a part of the program that's helped me, to come out of my comfort zone for sure. I think that I wouldn't have gotten EB1A without your program, because building profile is really important in EB1A cases, and I have built my profile with your programs. From the program perspective, it is really a deep understanding. So the program gave me enough information. In fact, I would say more information. I really want this call this out, right? Whenever I wanted your feedback, I just used to, ping you on WhatsApp, and you used to immediately respond it. And that really helped me to get another perspective on my case. Your support is unbelievable.
Harshad, congratulations for becoming EB1A Achiever from the Next League program.
Thank you.
And I think you are the first achiever in 2024. So congratulations once again for that also, actually. So how do you feel?
It's great. Still trying to accept the good news.
I think you have to learn to embrace it, actually. You have to embrace that. And I think it was well deserved. Okay. When did you join the program, actually?
I joined in October 2022.
Would you please introduce yourself for the benefit of everybody?
Hi, my name is Harshad, and my expertise are senior software engineer focused on cybersecurity, but specifically niche in vulnerability management and DevSecOps.
That has been very focused and very incisive approach. I think we had worked out for you. And I think that has been really wonderful. Now, Harshad, I know that you had been part of some other programs also before you came to me. I distinctly remember you telling me that and your experience. So what made you join this program, and what difference did you find in this program as compared to other options that you underwent before?
Yeah, so the first one I joined was a little overview about EB1A and the criterias, which obviously I didn't know much that time. But my struggle was to go deep little bit on EB1A and try to understand what exactly needs to be done to satisfy the criterias. So when I spoke to you in our first introductory call, you explained to me that this program will not only tell you to just focus on EB1A, but on your personal growth as well, which helped me a lot personally, because one, I was able to come out of my comfort zone and do those tasks that are needed to build my profile. Second, that helped me to build eventually fulfill the criteria for EB1A. So it was like easy process for me, considering when I joined the program initially. So you have to change your mindset first. So that was my first mistake. I was just focusing on fulfilling the criteria, but the mindset change needed to be done before even starting this process. So your program has helped me to do that. The first exercise I do not recall, but I remember who, why, when, what, Mind Valley exercise. That helped me to really think differently, and that has helped me a lot in my personal career growth as well.
Oh, wonderful. Now, let me ask you some few more intense questions, Harshad. You joined the program, and I think this program has uniquely, in your case, I can say that it has helped you very uniquely because it helped you to elevate your professional position in terms of your job also. And there was a considerable increment in your profile. Now, how do you see, this program helping you apart from your EB1A for other purposes? Can you be more specific in terms of how did it actually help you? How did you get the job? That we kind of even use that as a presentation in your EB1A application also. So
this program has helped me to come out of my comfort zone. That's the biggest thing. I was only focused on my day job, do my work, day-to-day work, come out at 5 p.m. and do some personal course and stuff like that. But this has helped me to go above and beyond my potential little bit, where I never thought about it. For example, I never thought that I would be a part of a judging panel in a hackathon. So I have to build my case, prove the main core team of hackathon events that my profile is eligible to be on a judges panel. And then I have to write about myself, my expertise, what are my skill sets, and why I am eligible. So that helped me a lot to do those hackathon events and stuff like that, be on the judges panel. So I even wrote scholarly articles which I never thought that I would write. And initially I was struggling, but program gave me help on how to draft those ones, or kind of create the mindset before even thinking about writing those articles. So that has helped me a lot. What I feel is I am really proud to say that I was a part of the program that's helped me, to come out of my comfort zone for sure.
Really, Harshad, I want to be very frank with you. Many people who join the program or who want to join the program, they ask me, what if I'm not happy? My response to them is, I don't want you to be happy while you are in the program. I want you to be successful. Because happiness is like whenever you do something which is out of your comfort zone, and I really liked what you said, because this program definitely pushes you to the corner actually to come out of your comfort zone. And whenever you are coming out of your comfort zone, it's not a happy feeling actually always.
Agree.
Now, more from a granular perspective, Harshad, on an average for building up your profile, for scaling up your knowledge and working towards your petition, how much efforts on an average per day were you putting?
I would say average of 4 hours every day. I started in October with this program. I understood the in-depth efforts that needs to be taken. So after my day job, I used to focus on incrementally taking those tasks and achieving those ones. So it took me time in the January when the layoff happened in my company. That also was a stressful situation for me. But I tried to push myself during that time as well. There were gaps. I was not consistent enough because of some work related priorities. I had to take some gaps, but on a weekly basis, for sure, I used to spend 3 to 4 days, 5 days at least, every 4 hours to work on building my profile.
So let us say for 14 months, you have been consistently, patiently working for 4 hours daily, so roughly around 1700 hours you have put up. Now, what was your confidence level before you getting EB1A and after joining the program? How did you, if you have to rate the confidence level on the scale of 1 to 10 in both the cases? And at what stage you felt, yes, the journey is long, but definitely you are going to get it?
So before joining the program, my confidence level was zero, I would say. But after joining the program, eventually that confidence got built up. And by the end of my tenure of 6 months, I was feeling very confident enough that I have a potential to be that extraordinary person based on my profile and expertise to file the case. But I took some time to fix some of the gaps that I identified later on based on some of the learnings that I was offline doing after 6 months from the program, from the community of our group. So I fixed those gaps, and then it was pretty easy for me to think. So in October, I filed the case, um, and then I got RFE on November 1st, and my attorney went on vacation, so I had to wait for 1 month. So on December 17, he came back, but December was little bit, end of the December was a slow time. But what I did during that time was I prepared my own cover letter, and then I reviewed with you, and then I reviewed on including the legal tone on my cover letter with working with my attorney. And on third, I had a call with a senior superior from the firm, and then I requested them to work with me in person. So I traveled on 5th January to New York, and I sent my file by myself.
Yeah, but I think there was a matter of very consistent approach that you followed. Now, as far as the program is concerned and working with me is concerned, is there something that surprised you?
One surprising thing that I can think of is about the personal statement of intent that I saw at the last moment. So recently in the program, when I was looking, and I spoke to a couple of folks from our program as well, they told me about personal statement of intent, which I did not wrote in my first petition. I received an RFE on it as well. So USCIS wanted that how my expertise is going to benefit United States. So I took a draft of your personal statement of intent and wrote my own thing on it. It was 4 or 5 pages letter. But that last thing was really helpful because since in my RFE they clearly mentioned that they want it, right? Either the personal statement or your some expert opinion letters. But at that point of time, there was no option for me to get expert opinion letters because of the time constraint. So I thought of going forward with personal statement. So that really helped me. So these are the gaps. So you don't know sometimes. So program helped me in a way that to fix those gaps for sure.
Oh, wonderful. Harshad, many people believe that, EB1A is not for them. They either accept their fate as their destiny or destiny as their fate, and they will wait for EB2, NIW, they will file and they will be kind of wait infinitely, or they just give up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there are 1.5 million people like this inside the USA.
Mhm.
Now, what would be your message to them, Harshad?
One thing I will tell you from my perspective, Ranjit. So I'm a self-taught software engineer. So that means you have to step up sometimes, work extra hours to even understand few things and deliver those one in your day-to-day job. So I understand my potential and I believe in that. I would only suggest to the people who think, if coming from a, background who has a self-taught software engineer can do this, then anybody who has official degree and working here for 5 to 10 years can surely think of going this route and doing this. There were a couple of trigger points for me. Honestly, Ranjit. One was the long waiting time in 2023 just to get a H1B visa appointment, and then the even after going to India, processing time of more than a month. That impacted my vacation also and all that other problems. And it took me 4 months just to get an appointment. So those were a couple of trigger points. Like I didn't want to wait that much for sure. But then I understood about the criticality of this, that how I can expedite in a way using my skill set. And this was the only option that I found. I would only suggest you have to believe in yourself and go with your full potential in achieving. If you think about going this route, go with the full potential in achieving it. So there is no looking back.
That's wonderful. In fact, you have also been kind of inspiration for many of your friends to be part of the program also, who are in their respective EB1A journeys at different point of time, and people getting it also. So that has been really very great. Now, uh, I mean, I know you have been taking a very proactive steps in helping other people also, whomsoever came in contact with you. Now, there are other people who feel that, oh, should I be spending so much money? Is it worth it? Better do it myself, better go to attorney. I don't think I can ever get EB1A. That part you have answered. But from a monetary perspective, people feel, what is your message to them? I mean, especially what you would have spoken to your friends.
Yeah, I can understand there is a lot of expense incurred, but I would say rather than from the money perspective, I cannot wait the time and the money. Either you spend money and shorten the time, or you wait and don't spend the money. So I would have that relationship. I know there is a extra expenses are incurred to understand few things and do certain things in a certain way, but I would say that it is worth at the end.
Thank you very much. Now, Harshad, that you are free to respond to this next question the way you are comfortable with. Now, suppose you hadn't joined the program and you would have taken your own route to become EB1A actually. Do you think you would have become EB1A otherwise without the program? If yes, how much time would you think it would have taken?
Yeah, if I wouldn't have joined the program, I wouldn't have gotten guidance that I've gotten from your program. I think that I wouldn't have gotten EB1A without your program, because building profile is really important in EB1A cases, and I have built my profile with your program. So I think through your guidance, through the program's steps that we follow in first 6 months, that really turns out to come out of that comfort zone and have that full potential of yourself. So I would say I wouldn't have gotten so early that I would have thought of.
Okay, you unfortunately got RFE before. Why do you think you got RFE?
So when I did my analysis of the first petition file that was submitted, there were a lot of gaps in there. First, my evidences were not properly aligned with the criteria. So basically, I did not use exhibits and all that stuff. Table of content, and those are the small things but very critical. Second thing, what I felt was nobody was there to tell me how to check the file. The biggest mistake I did was I did not check the petition file before it was sent. So I would say that was one of the thing that every member from the program should do if they think of filing the case is the validate the file exactly it aligned. If you receive the petition file copy, normally attorneys won't give it immediately. After they file, you would receive it, but that should not be the case. You should get it first, and then you should validate and then send it so that you can identify the gaps if there are any missing evidences for certain criteria or something like that. Another thing is, I think the format of my cover letter was not really well, I would say. Although it has a lot of legal arguments, but the format, what exactly USCIS was expecting from my case was not there. So I would say you have to write really a good format of what exactly USCIS is looking for those criteria and how you are satisfying those with your evidences. So if you follow that, you wouldn't get.
Be free to respond to this. This is not something that you have to be nice at this point, but be very honest. Something that was missing in the program that you felt because of which you got RFE, or you did not follow something, or your lawyer did not follow something which you wanted him to have followed. Because of that, you got RFE.
No. From the program perspective, it is really a deep understanding. Maybe the gaps from my end, which I might have missed it initially when working with the attorney, because my attorney was external. His way of working versus what I learned from the program, those intersection was not happening actively. I had to convince my attorney to, okay, we can add this. Okay, we can add this as a comparable evidence. So those are the learnings from the program. So the program gave me enough information. In fact, I would say more information. But when it came to the filing of my first petition draft, then I think I missed few of the points because of that intersection issue. I would say that.
Yeah, I think you did one good thing that you did. I must share with you very honestly that you joined the program and hired the attorney together. At the same time, you started concurrently working at both the places.
Yes.
So I would not like to kind of say that it was only because of this, because yes, the people who are associated with this attorney on kind of our panel, I would say, uh, they are aware of the knowledge that we are dispensing to the people and we are giving to the people. So the concept resonates with them. So yes, I think it was wonderful actually. So finally, at the end of the day, you got it. That is more important. And also in terms of you personally visited the attorney and personally went to the FedEx and did everything.
Yes. No, my attorney was telling me this is the first time I have even seeing that a client is coming to the office and sending his own file to the USCIS. I had another thing. The office was in Long Island, and the FedEx office was in New York Penn Station. So I didn't want it to go that file somewhere in the FedEx Dropbox and just wait for a few more days again to pick it up and send it. I wanted to ship it right away. And since I was leaving from New York Penn Station to DC, it was our office right there. So I thought, let me just carry over from Long Island to New York Penn Station and then send it by myself. So that I have the proof that I'm sending that file and I have that tracking number as well.
You literally took the word evidence in a very good way and a constructive way. Yeah, that's very nice. Thank you very much for all the kind words and accolades. Now, is there any feedback that you want to give to me or regarding the program? Anything specific, Harshad?
I would only give a suggestion that sometimes the program feels intense with the content that you have, but I would suggest the folks from the program or who was in my scenario, take one day at a time, but do incremental efforts every day to achieve your goal. I would only suggest that thing. So don't lose your hope, because I personally I lost many hopes, specifically after receiving RFE. It took 1 week to just get me understand what happened, because there was so much high hopes behind it, but you have to be patient enough to achieve your goal. So that's the only thing I could suggest.
That's wonderful. I must also tell you, Harshad, after your RFE, when you discussed that with me, the education, what I felt I could contribute is that I think at the end of the day, if you include your main petition plus your RFE, it has incorporated everything what we have taught everything in the program.
Yes.
I think in terms of certain specific case laws, how to build up sustained acclaim, totality, and final merit determination. Forget the criterias. even from the case law perspective, from a legal jurisprudence perspective, I think that included everything. I think you are if I may say, a perfect manifestation of a next league EB1A graduate. So I'm very proud of you, Harshad, from that perspective, because everything I think you have incorporated. It took time, it took patience, but that's the way I think EB1A is actually. It humbles you down and it kind of gives you what you deserve then later on, actually. So that's wonderful. So what next now, Harshad? Since now you are EB1A achiever.
Next is just to take a little break from this as a 1.5 year, all extra hours that I put in, just slow down a little bit, focus on well-being more. And then I have a new job also, so I have to focus on that more as well. So I was distracted a lot because my RFE and my new job, my petition filing and my new job started at the same time. It's been 2 months now. It was a lot of ups and downs with the emotions, but right now I'm going to take a step back and just focus on, my new job probably more, and then well-being.
Good, congratulations, and once again, welcome to the EB1A Achievers Club, and congratulations.
I would like to appreciate Ranjit before we drop off. I really want this call this out, right? Whenever I wanted your feedback, I just used to, ping you on WhatsApp, and you used to immediately respond it. And that really helped me to get another perspective on my case. Your support is unbelievable. I mean, whenever I wanted, you used to respond to my queries, questions, all that stuff. Specifically, when it came to the time of filing and when responding to the RFE. Those were the few times that I really wanted your support on it, and you really helped me to do that. So I really appreciate and really want to thank you. Because of your support only, I feel that I could able to achieve this. I'm really thankful for and grateful for it, Ranjit.
I'm very proud of you, but let me tell you something, Harshad, since you have raised this. I have started this with a mission. There are 1.5 million people, as I said, on various work visas or apply waiting for the green card AB2. And since I have seen and gone through the process myself, I know how much painful it can be. And I also know, being an educationist, there is a way in which you have to persist. It's not just a technical about the law and legal that you try to fit into the criteria. You have to become that person. And whatever learning that you will possibly get here, it will remain lifelong with you.
Yeah.
In addition to that, you will have friends for life. You have a community that is getting built up. So that will definitely, everything is helpful. So for me personally, it is more of a mission. And I'm glad that we have got so many achievers, and one by one, practically every month we are getting one or two, actually. So that's a nice thing. And also I would request you, you continue contributing to the community also.
Yes,
Help
that's
them.
my
And,
plan.
I think that is the best way I can request you and appeal to you and to each and every EB1 achiever from the program.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.